Hello and welcome to BeamNG.drive. Today I'm taking a look at the MT-Series. Let's start by taking a look at the outside, and this is how it looks like. It's nice, cool looking, and it looks like the baby between the T-Series and the MT-Series, especially from the front. As you can see, very similar traits to both of those two vehicles, and it also features a sleeper cab, which is an interesting choice. If we go on the inside, we have a nice interior, and also a lot of things you can click, and if you go over them, you can see at the top right corner the action it does. So if I want to turn on the lights, it says lights, and it also says headlights at the top. Also the key on the keyboard if you want to do it. That's nice. And if we look back, we can see the cab, which is nice, an interesting choice of bed cover, I must say. It is quite like 70s, 80s, maybe a bit ugly in my opinion, but it looks good, the cab at least. And now let's go back on the outside and back up to attach the trailer I have spawned here. It weighs 22 tons and this truck it weighs 10, so in total it is 32,000 kilograms, which is quite a big load. And I'm on the Texas map, which mainly has straights and long straight roads, which is good to test trucks, in my opinion at least. I forgot traffic. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, I'm back. The traffic is spawned and there is already a traffic jam there, so perfect to showcase a truck. And it is quite a powerful truck because with some configurations, without a trailer of course, I was able to reach a top speed of 170 km per hour, which is scary with a truck. And let's see with this heavy load how fast can I go. Also the brakes are very good on this truck, because that was a very short distance for a full stop going at 55 km per hour. So the brakes are very good. And also, while I slowly go up to speed, let me use the mouse with the left hand. Okay, slow. If you go and see the options, you can the things you can toggle, let's say it better, on this mod, there is also a lot of things that me, a non-tracking person, doesn't understand. But I'm sure people that like trucks know about the suspension height, the compression brake, the fifth wheel lock. So there is a lot of things to faff about with this truck, which is a very interesting choice. I really like it. There is a lot of small details of this mod that are quite good and interesting, and also very detailed, and that's very satisfying. Now I'm topping out at around 90 km per hour, slowly going faster, but remember that this is a 32 tons heavy truck. Now let's see the unfortunate victim that will get this truck in the face at 100 km per hour to see some damage. Oof! Like nothing, that's nice. Ooh, another one, and pressure tank leaking and broken front wheel, and I will smash on the floor on the barrier. That's nice, so we can have quite severe damage. Will it stop? Okay, stop. Let's get closer with the free camera. First of all, close this one. Okay, and this is quite severe damage. The cab is detached from the frame and completely destroyed. The driver is dead. The front of the truck is still in one piece, but the body is completely gone, and also the wheel. Sometimes, if you catch it at the right angle, it can break like this. It doesn't happen very often with this truck. But this was a good example, in my opinion. Strong truck, because the first car did just bend the front bumper, so sorry ETK for killing you. But I would say that it is a strong truck, good quality, and now let's see some more. To find this truck in the vehicle selector, you have to find the base game vehicle it's based on, because it doesn't have its own selection in the list. And since it's called the MT series, I thought it was based on the MD series, and I was wrong. It's based on the Gavril T-Series. So once you go in the T-Series, you can see the configurations are mixed, base game and this mod. So to filter, you type MT, and then you can see the 30 configurations this mod has to offer, which are almost unique between them. There are some similarities, for example, these dumb beds are similar but not the same. And you can have from 2 to 4 axles, which is a big change. Some have a retractable axle, some have the sleeper cab. There are different versions of the sleeper cab. I was using the studio sleeper, there is the flat top sleeper, there is the gallery sleeper. We have the logging upfit, the flatbed, the tankers, the concrete mixers. So it has quite a good variety. I like this truck, it drives fine, it's powerful, and now let's see some more on the road. And for the second configuration to try, I'm using the water tanker. As you can see, this is how it looks from the side, quite clean looking. You can also customize the load, so as of now I put about 7 tons of water inside of it. And I want this driving test to be a bit longer than the first one, because the first one was quite short. So I'm on Jungle Rock Island with traffic. In theory, I did spawn it. I still not see any car. But anyway, let's do a little bit of driving of this interesting new truck. Oh, okay, that's almost a roll. Okay, looking at the map, I want to go back on the main roads, and this looks like the road. Maybe not, but let's take an off-road path, just because we can. Hopefully there won't be traffic inside of it. To see also the power of this truck. Okay, that's a steep climb. Okay, handbrake on, stop. Let's enable the differential, and let's go. Let's see, I'm already in low gears. Okay, it's pushing. Okay, no. It doesn't want to climb, or does it? That's a bit of a shame. Now let's back up on the trees and take some run up. That was not good enough. That is a big shame. Let's go. MT. Push. No, it doesn't work. Anyway, let's get back on the spawn and choose a different road, because I don't usually spawn here with a truck, so I'm not good at driving myself out of here. But I think from this direction I should be able to leave. Also, I'm not seeing any traffic vehicles, so I have no idea where they are coming from. So I can't even get an idea. Okay, this looks like the main road. Yes, perfect. Well, good. And this is also quite a heavy configuration, almost 19 tons. It is a bit more prone to tipping, as you saw early and just right now. If you take corners a bit too fast with this, you can risk flipping over. And also consider that this is not even full. You can load more 10 more tons of liquid inside of it. So be careful, because the weight shifting can cause this vehicle to flip, but that's even with the standard T-Series. And on the driving side, this is a nice truck. It is fast, it is controllable, the brakes are very good, even better than you would expect on such a big vehicle, which is a plus, because you want big trucks to stop in a short amount of time, the shortest amount of road possible, because they are quite dangerous. Oh, that was risky, and I slightly rear-ended the taxi, but I don't care, so taxi, please go away. Get overtaken by a tanker. Slowly overtaken. Sorry, DK. That must have been a scary view. And I broke a pressure tank. That's not ideal, but I don't care, because I'm just driving around. I don't have to bring this truck anywhere. I'm just trying it on the road, and it is a nice experience. Nothing to complain about. It is an overall very good mod, probably since because it's also based on a standard truck, but it feels more agile and more powerful. I really like it. I didn't touch any of the stats of this track except for the weight, so it should even go faster when it's empty. So I would say that this is a very good track mod, and it also has a simple yet clean look. Oh! Sorry, sunburst. Apparently sunbursts are the most killed AI vehicles by me, because I always kill them. I don't know why, and it is what it is. But this is a truck I could drive for a lot of time. Good vehicle. There are some vehicles that don't have this feeling, but this one is nice. I like it. It's chill, it's easy to drive, so Liad Wakefield, bye bye. Oh, punctured a tire. Okay, I'm angry now. I got killed by a PT Cruiser, that's a shame, so I will kill this Lansdale for revenge. Okay, that's nice. Maybe also the truck. No, okay. I'm stuck on the MD. No, sorry. I am the MT and I'm stuck on the Lansdale. Can you please go away from me? Die alone? Come on. Okay. Now, I have to detach it, because I saw a little thing I want to try, since I have damaged this truck in quite a severe way. Because, for example, the MT, no, this is the MT, the MD has the problem of the front bumper getting stuck in the front wheels when it gets bent, but this, it doesn't seem to be causing any issues to the front wheels. Sorry guys, of course the front left is punctured, so I can't judge it, but on the left, on the right, sorry, it looks fine. Okay, maybe let's kill the sunburst so I can bend the bumper a bit more. Maybe it doesn't have this issue, which is nice, because the MD gets stopped by itself quite easily if that bumper gets stuck in the front wheels, which is not what you want, especially when you are killing vehicles left and right. You want to have a durable vehicle, and it seems like this truck has that issue solved, which is nice. Now, it's time to destroy this truck. There is hill climb, which I don't want. I want to drop off somewhere, so please get some power on. That was not a good road to jump off. But even with the front wheel punctured and the other damage, it still has quite a good drivability, so a good survivability for this truck, which is unexpected once again, because it is a standard truck. Of course, as you saw at the beginning, a lucky hit can break the steering, but that's with every vehicle, so I'm surprised by this. Okay, and that's it, but that wheel was already gone. Oof. Ooh, okay, the frames. Oh, and I hit with the top of the tanker this H-Series, so whoa, what's happening? Okay, get out of the trees. Okay, luckily the frames are back, and let's take a look at the damage, which has the front of the truck completely destroyed, and all the rest is still in good shape. Even the top of the tanker that broke this H-Series is still looking quite good. So it's a strong tank, unless it's unlucky, it gets unluckily hit on the front wheels, but quite a strong truck. It drives good, it's powerful, and the brakes are very good. So I really love this truck. And as I was about to head to the descent, I had an idea. Why don't I test these trucks? Because the MT feels more powerful than the other two. So I spawned the MT here, the white, the MD, the red, and in a nice black and yellow livery, the T-Series. These trucks are the most basic configurations in the vehicle list. So now, what am I going to do? I'm going to freeze physics, accelerate the MD, accelerate the T-Series, let's cycle through the trailers, and I'm going to drive the mod MT. Now, let's see if it's really more powerful. The trailer, by the way, is the same, so let's see. Okay, the T-Series is shifting a lot faster than I would expect. The MD is already behind, and that's a nice comparison, in my opinion. The MD, of course, it was going to be last, and it's quite already back behind. and the MD, the MT and the T-Series are quite similar. The T-Series starts faster from a standing point, but it seems like with this one I'm catching up. I'm slowly and very slowly overtaking this one, which is quite interesting. The MD is back on its own, and yes, this is more powerful. I'm overtaking the T-Series, and that's interesting. Slowly, and the top speed of mine is still increasing, and I'm slowly pulling away from the T-Series, and the MD series seems like is catching up. That's scary. Okay, that's nice. But of course, this is an impossible scenario in real life because that's quite a long straight road with no obstacles inside. That's okay. It seems like I'm topping out. No, still accelerating. The T-Series is going on its own, and the MD. The MD is there. Is he catching up, or we stop? Okay, seems like I still have some power. Slowly increasing the top speed. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's cycle through them. This one. Okay, this top at 116-17 kilometers per hour. This one is stopping at 119, yes. And this one is the trailer. This one 122 and still slowly accelerating. So yes, this is the most powerful of the three. Not by that much, but as you can see, 124 is faster than the other two. That's an interesting comparison, and I want to do one more for the brakes. For the braking test, it is going to be a little bit more difficult, but I'll try my best. So as soon as I reach 100 km per hour, I will brake. Let's see. No, sorry. Let's do 70 because 100 is quite long. Let's see. Which is going to be the fastest, going 0.70. Okay. Let's start with the MT series. I'm quite close already. Let's keep it on a straight line as much as I can. Okay. 69, 70. Okay, slam on the brakes. Ooh, that's quite a good braking in my opinion. Let's see the other two. This is the MD. This is going to be quite a long journey with this track because it's quite slow accelerating. But we'll see. This is a double test, let's say, of the braking capabilities and also this 0.70, which is a quite interesting experiment, let's say. Okay, I'm already overtaking the MT and I'm still accelerating. Slam on the brakes. Okay, that's a difference, quite a big difference. And let's see the T-Series, which is the fastest accelerating, so in theory it should be the fastest, the best on this test, let's say. Let's see. 49, so we are already at 50. Let's go to the 60s. Okay. Very similar results. Okay. Maybe. Okay, that's an interesting test. Ooh. That's a big difference. That's a very big difference in my opinion. Of course, the MD is the last in all these tests, but so my eyes are focusing more on between the MT and T series, and that's a big difference in my opinion. I was accelerating up until almost this the rear of the modded track, so my eyes weren't lying totally to me. I was right saying that this is the best, comparing these three configurations. For example, these are the most basic configurations, so they should be similar. Yet the MT is the best. That's interesting. I'm happy I did these tests. And now let's go to the descent. And the chosen victims for the descent are a silly sleeper cab configuration and a cement mixer. One more thing before the crash testing is that in some configuration the camera is a bit weird positioned. For example, look at this sleeper. It points right about here at the end of the cab, which is not properly aligned in my opinion. And if I go to the cement mixer, it is here, it looks cleaner in the middle of the track. So some configurations have a weird camera placement, and I also don't understand a lot of this space is wasted in the cement mixer, but that's just a silly detail. Now let's see the first sleeper cab. It's a double-decker cab, as you can see. Interesting configuration. I will probably lose the cab at the first impact, so let's fly to see a lot of damage at the first crash. Ooh, that's a big twist in the chassis. Wow, the cab is completely destroyed, but it's still attached. Okay, a lot of pieces are flying around. Look at those pieces around. That's a very cool view. And it also isn't having instabilities. For example, a few videos ago I did the Hino Ranger, another track, and it was quite unstable. But look at this. I lost everything from the chassis, and it is not in a very good condition, but it didn't cause instabilities, no jiggling, no triangles. That's nice. What's here? The fuel tank on fire, the other fuel tank on fire, and I love this rain of pieces from this poor little truck. And okay, what's happening? Okay, some camera issues apparently, but that's understandable. I don't know. But yeah, the camera seems to be the weak point of some configurations, but at least it didn't have instabilities, which is nice, and also nothing weird from the flying parts. Now with this cement mixer, let's do some roll, and I already lost the mixer. Bye-bye mixer, that's a shame because it had such cool livery. Quite useless for a cement mixer, but that was looking very good. And with this one, it was a more expected result, so I shaved almost every piece I could from the frame. The cab is falling close, so I can take a look at it. Let's see, the chassis is extremely bent. Whoa! Okay, wait a minute, let's go back in driver camera. Okay, that was a weird behavior. Can you please free myself? Thank you. And okay, that was the chassis. This is the bed, extremely beat up, and this is the mixer. Very cool livery, but it's broken. But from these two tracks, I didn't have any instabilities. And look at how many pieces are here. They exploded. That's cool. I love it. I love to see this kind of destruction. Look at this. That's beautiful. Extremely beautiful view. But anyway, this was the MT series, and I think that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.